How y'all doing today? My name's Ayin, and today's topic of discussion is going to be plant your feet. Sometimes you just got to set up roots, plant your feet, square up right there on the spot to get whatever it is that you're trying to do done. If not, lose your balance, you slip, and you'll keep slipping. I'll tell you where this topic is stemming from. This topic is stemming from me conversing with another parent in regards to their dealings with the child. And I understand walking that fine line between trying to make sure your kids have and having it better than what you had and spoiling them, especially depending on the individual that you're dealing with and what's going into the relationship. So when you're doing this, you got to be careful or mindful, I should say, and to not keep moving the goalposts for you or your child. Yeah, you treat each situation the way that according to the way that it comes. You're gonna deal with it on a case by case basis. But I'm talking about the overall parental guidance that you're given. So in other words, what I mean by moving the goalpost and not planting your feet, not being consistent, and you're dealing with not only your child but anybody for all that matter. This goes back to one of the earlier videos that I talked about when I said let your yes mean yes and your no mean no. That's for anybody. Because if you can't stand by your yeses and your nos, then it makes it makes the person believe, whomever it is talking to you, whether it's another adult, child, somebody that's manipulating you, it's just like, well, I'm gonna keep on asking because you're known to change up your mind. And if you never get your footing about yourself, you never find firm ground to stand on. So when a person knows they meet that obstacle, hey, I got to do something different, you'll consistently be sliding backwards. You'll never have your feet planted. You'll never be rooted in a sound, grounded decision. Square up. That's what you got to do. You got to square up, and it's like that with most things in life. You have to. Now I'm gonna take it in a different direction. I've talked about this when I talked about whether you're facing health issues, trying to keep from preventing putting your head in the sand and dealing with anything. Now, sometimes the first thing you got to do is deal with it, so you're able to move on to the next step, no matter how hard it may be. See, one of the reasons why I'm really wanting to stay focused on this, keeping your feet rooted and making sure you're not losing your position, losing grip, and you're sliding back. When you do that, and you never have a firm grasp on what your position is, you will consistently it'll allow you to miss out because you will consistently put things off. You find the value in doing something else opposed to doing whatever it is that you had your mind set on doing. And now you can see why this topic spurred from a discussion in regards to parenting. Because if you never have a firm position up off in it, hey, you're the boulder. You're dealing with the child. They're the smaller rock, the pebble. You're leading the position. They're not leading you. You're not going to tell me what to do. So I'm going to have my footing up about me. You're a child. You're trying to find your footing. And that's my job as a parent to help you find your footing. Like I said, never too old to learn. I've learned stuff from my kids. So you're never too old to learn, but I'm still talking. It still doesn't change the position of me being the parent, you being the child. And wait a minute. You know, as soon as that came out my mouth, because one of the things that I thought about, because I've covered this with other topics on this channel, sometimes as a parent, and some parents, and I've seen this and witnessed this firsthand, you'll have a grown behind child, 30s, 40s, 50s, parents still talking to them like a child. I'm talking about like an infant, giving them no respect. That's not what we're talking about. I just had to make sure that you knew that's not what I'm talking about. I've seen it firsthand where the parent is just like, yeah, shut up. You don't know. They talking to somebody in their 40s, 50s. Shut up. I'm the parent. I'm telling you. That's not what I'm talking about. I was really referring to parent-child. We're talking You know what a child is. Anyways, I think y'all got the point. All I'm talking about is just holding firm or whatever you're doing. You know when you need to loosen up your belt or whatnot. The thing is, you don't want to find yourself doing that all the time. Even with that analogy, imagine going out to a restaurant. I used this example in one of my other videos. Well, I actually talk about eating a lot in my other videos. But imagine going out to a restaurant, you loosen up your belt because you're like, I'm fixing to pack it away. Yeah, that might be fine and good on a couple occasions, but you don't want to be loosening up your belt every time you're going out to eat. Lead overeating, overindulging. You might be a glutton. I know I've been called a glutton back in my day. Some might say I'm still a glutton. Anyway, I'm going to end this video. Stay encouraged, avoid being discouraged. Y'all have a good one.